Welcome back, everyone, to a little bit of a reprise of our Minecraft Hardcore Challenge. This time, of course, it's not the official run for it, so I'm not in hardcore or anything like that, or following the MHC rules. What I am doing is I'm wanting to take a little look at what this world is like using 1.17. So I am in one of the 1.17 snapshots, and I just want to see how this world looks under 1.17, and does it look any different. Now, I am following the same setup, the same seed, and the same rule. Well, not rules, because the rules from the previous ones, of course, is hardcore, but the same setup, meaning that we are in structures off and structures off in large biomes, so that we have a similar layout. I just want to see what this world is like using the snapshots and see how much 1.17 changes it. Since we did have a look at that ravine earlier on. Now, since I'm not under MHC rules, I will be allowed to sleep so that we could spend a little bit more daylight time. I only have 2 episodes, really, because that's all I had left on it, and I'd have to leave room for next month's MHC. Now, if I don't do next month's MHC, I might continue this, but we'll have to see what the MHC is next month before I make any decisions on that. I did decide that I will need a little bit of this. I will be allowed to sleep, assuming that I can get a bed or anything like that, but that will mean finding some sheep and all that. And I am allowed to harm passive mobs. The only thing that this has in common with the official MHC run is that it has the same seed and parameters for the for generations, so that the world, well, I'm not going to say it's going to be exactly the same, because we are, of course, at the with new generation. Now, I think I'm hearing a sheep somewhere, which means that I will be able to make a bed, assuming I can find 3 sheep. Since I don't have any iron yet, so I won't be able to shear them. Now, I do want to see if I can get to the location. 288.93 is where I was last time, and that will be, yeah, this way. So if I see any sheep along the way, I am afraid that they are going to turn into mutton and wool. But I don't see any yet. And of course, I don't have any food or anything like that, because I want to be able to get to the site as quickly as possible. So if I don't get to sleep, I can at least spend some time and say, oh, I have found 2 sheep. I really wanted 3 of them. Oh, no, third one's, no, there are 3 sheep here. All right, that's 2. And that means I'll be able to make a bed. All right, so I won't have to be spending lots of time indoors or anything like that waiting for the night to finish up. I did enough of that for the official run of the MHC, so we don't need to do that now. And these sheep are all happy that I've already gotten my quota. Anything here that is useful? Actually, it would be nice to get some cobble. There you go. And that way I at least have a more useful tool when it's done. Now we are in, what kind of biome? I presume we're in a plains or something like that. We should be getting pretty close to our ravine. I put things down as 288.93. Oh, you're right around here. Now, it could be that things have changed significantly and that there is no longer a ravine there. And yeah, that's the ravine. Hmm. Well, I don't think that's quite 288 and 93. Yeah, I don't see a ravine here because this looks like the area where I had that really nasty cave in the MHC run, and here's the waterway, and there used to be a ravine going all the way through. So there is a significant change here where the ravine that was here before is not here. All right, so that's a significant change to the challenge. I was thinking, is there going to be a ravine or is there not going to be a ravine? I will say the answer to that is no. Major change to generation. So any challenges that are created prior to the MA prior to 1.17 are just going to be null and void if they are dependent upon locations of things like ravines or anything like that. So since we don't have the wheel anymore, we're not going to have to worry as much about that particular situation. Now, what is that? Oh, hold on. Oh, hmm. How low does this thing go? All right, 53. I think the ravine would have been deeper than that. I was just thinking, what, did they move the ravine underwater or something like that? I suppose that's always a possibility. All right, that is, well, it can't be a ship because I have structures off, right? So maybe it just looks like yeah, it's just a randomly generated dirt mound over here. Hmm, a bunch of andesites there. Things are, hold on. Now, this is something that's a little bit more underground like. Now, maybe we could actually find one of the new caves or something like that. Because the old style cave stuff is not here. And, oh, copper! Well, I am going to be needing a stone axe before I go around grabbing copper. Actually, should I? I still need stone if I'm going to mine coal or anything like that. And I'll need light and all sorts of fun stuff like that. Let's see, how about if I start getting things made? Oh, well, actually, I can do this because it's not like I'm completely out of wood or anything like that. And oh, I can't. Oh, I was about to make a furnace, but there's a little bit of problem with that. If I make a furnace, I won't be able to make the tools that I want. And I think the tools have priority over the furnace at the moment. Good, we've got that, and let's make a bed so that when night comes, I'll be able to handle that. Good. Now, let's go get a little bit more cobbles and maybe get some copper and some I presume you can mine copper without any trouble. Yeah. All right, good. My first bit of copper. Not sure what I'll do with it, seeing how copper is, I think, supposed to be using. Yeah, I always get worried about things like creepers. And considering that the way the MHC ended for me this month, it's, I think, pretty appropriate to be worried about creepers. Because no matter how much I check and look for creepers to make sure that they're not around, they somehow creep up behind me and blow me up anyway. Fortunately, I'm not on hardcore this time, so if something does go wrong, At least there's some hope of survival. Ooh. We have some pretty dark places around here, and we also have a setting sun. But there are ways to deal with that because we are not in an official MHC run right now. Whee! Sweet dreams! I must have hit that right at the correct moment because I was not expecting that to let me through there. Now, do I have any, how much coal do I have? 2 pieces of coal. Maybe I should make some charcoal on top of this. That way I can at least have something around. Let's see, we have a crafting bench, cobblestone. Maybe I can find some iron. Now, iron is, I think you have to get lower down in order to find good iron these days. So that's the tricky thing is I think they changed where iron is. So unless you're in the mountains, you're not going to get the iron at the higher levels or something like that. I have to remember exactly what that is. Now, let's see. We need, well, if the cattle become too annoying, there's always turning them into beef. Now, let's see. Let's get some light here. Because I certainly don't want this place turning into a mob farm. Since it's very easy to create a mob farm unless you are intentionally trying to create a mob farm. At least that's the way my experience has always been. Very easy to accidentally create a mob farm. It's intentionally creating one that's always been my challenge. And what did I do? Oh, up here. Good. And 2 charcoal and there you go. That is going to guarantee that I'm going to get plenty of coal the next time I look at a mine or anything like that. Actually, I need to get a few bits of this because I am looking to get some torches so I could look down at these things because in 1.17, of course, we do have more interesting caves, most likely. That is one of the touted features here. Let's get on down here. Let's see, because I'm pretty sure there'll be some nasty mobs coming around here. Right? Oops, oops, trying to use a shield that I don't have yet. Yes? Gotcha. Yep, he got me. All right. Well, that was, well, bones. Well, I need to get some of this stuff anyway, and I need to collect a few resources. Actually, we need to the coal veins are certainly in a different style than they used to be. Up, 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 up. Now, did I pick up some good? Oh, I've passed coal along here in a couple of points, but I just haven't been mining it yet. How about that? That's rather rude of me. doing all that talking, yep, I have completed successfully my summon coal spell. And I got plenty of coal. There you go. And we have this now iron. Let's see, I'm at 49, so it might get started at a decent distance point in which to find some, but I gotta make sure that I don't stay in here too long because we are going to be wanting to get back up before it gets to be nighttime. Think I need to put a couple of torches right where the bed is and all that so that I'll be able to find myself pretty easily. And oh yeah, I am getting low on health. There is that too. Alright, here we go. And alright, we got diorite, andesite, granite, coal, copper. A skeleton, I think that was. Or maybe not. Sure, when I see something hit me, I'll say it was. Well, nothing there yet. Boy, am I getting worried. For a moment there, I thought I heard a hissing sound. But I didn't see a creeper around here. Usually, though, if it's really a creeper, by the time you turn around, you've already been exploded. So perhaps I'm starting to hear things because of all the times. Oh my goodness gracious, a witch. Well, I think that's time to get out of here. Yep, time to flee. How did I get up here? There you go. Ah, health and safe and lost again, I'm sure. Ah, I found my crafting bench. This is why I need some light here. Of course, well, if I had time, I would build a full base and all that stuff, but I'm expecting only 2 episodes of this, so obviously not all that. So do some exploration, and let's see, we got a little bit of time left. I do need to get some food because that's the main thing I'm missing from all that. And see if any of these tunnels lead down into a cave. I wonder if any of the other ravine locations. I think that's maybe what I should do is maybe at the next episode I could head out to another one of the ravine locations and see if there's a ravine at any of those. But it looks like the world generation for caves and ravines has totally changed. So what we had in the past will not apply any longer. I think that's what's going to be the case. So maybe I shouldn't. If I had time, actually, maybe I would go to the various other ravine locations. But maybe it'd be better served if I could attempt to find something that's underneath the earth to see if I could find any new style generation caves that may be hidden under here. I haven't seen any of them yet. And now let's see. There we go. We got a little bit of experience there. So let's just head on down on that. I guess the next episode I go underground for a long time. I could just stay down for the entire episode. And that'll make things work. But let's see, what do we have here? Nothing in here. Yeah, I just think that this might be what used to be the ravine, and it just doesn't go as deep anymore. That's despite the fact that they've made the world so that can now go higher and deeper than it did in the past because 0 will no longer be the bedrock level that I think minus 64 is or something like that. But we'll see. Who knows how far that'll go. And I think that's where we are going to head down next time when we return for the next episode. Now let's see, how do we got? I've got 22 that, 32 that. Yeah, I've got plenty of planks and logs. Right, I think it's enough to do a little bit of exploration. I don't know what I can do with this copper, though. What can you do with copper? I know lightning rods and spyglasses. Anything else you could do? It'd be nice if they had a way to make bronze armor or something like that, but, well, we don't have bronze. But that's it for today's episode. I'll see you next time where we are going to try to explore a little deeper and see if we can find some caves in this Caves and Cliffs update version of the Ravine.